There are a couple of questions here on actually getting the fire department employees ready either way. So I think, how would CAL FIRE hire local employees, people who actually live on the coast? That's saying that if they were retained. And I guess if there were a complete new fire department, could it be ready by July 1? So there's sort of, I think, a combination there of making sure that you have the right fire department. So could CAL FIRE hire local employees? And could you have if not, I mean, could you have a new fire department ready to go by July 1? So let's start with Mr. McKissick.
Well, this is the stunt and the trick of the campaign, is they're pretending they're going to have to train anybody. The fact is, on July 1st, approximately 30 firefighters from the other side of the hill in San Mateo City will be looking for work because of the closure of 3 fire stations. They've got a labor pool over there just itching to come over here and start working for us, not at bottom dollar, mind you. This is the undisclosed thing that's taking place. This is a kicking CAL FIRE out so they can bring these guys over because 3 fire stations are being closed. They know that these stations have been closed since 2007 when they discovered they could put 1 fire station at the corner of 4 communities. It's called Shared Service Fire Station.
Thank you. Mr. Alfano.
So we have on board, contracted, no benefits, no retirement, at will, Dan Belleville, a well-respected and recently retired fire chief from San Mateo, Foster City. Put those 2 departments together to save them each millions of dollars. Guess what? Did such a good job with that. Belmont is now part of it. I'm all about shared services, economy of scales. This is why we're doing this. We have to get this figured out first, get our own employees, then we can work with other agencies within our county. So we have a plan of how long this is going to take. We've been assured that we can wait till the recall election is over before we have to hire anybody. If we felt that safety was going to be an issue and we couldn't do that, we would start hiring right now. But we want to respect the fact that we can do this. We have a professional that's laid this all out for us. He's been reporting to us every board meeting, so we know exactly where we stand. And he's doing a great job. So we're excited that we can wait, not hire anybody, so we have no irreversible decisions when it comes to employees.
Thank you. Let's see. Ms. Anderson.
I believe the first part of that question spoke to, can CAL FIRE hire local people? Of course they can. CAL FIRE is a state organization. Anyone in the state of California can apply to be a firefighter. Are there qualified people here on the coast? If there are, they can certainly be hired by CAL FIRE. CAL FIRE isn't keeping any local firefighters out. In fact, many of them chose to transfer. At the last changeover, I believe 14 of them that are now called legacies, red circled employees who kept their same pay, by the way, when they went to CAL FIRE, which is more than the other firefighters were making. So now we get into local control. No, it's 2400 control, so they can bring their firefighters over the hill and get them jobs here. They could transfer to CAL FIRE if CAL FIRE stayed.
Thank you. Mr. Riddell, question about.
Yes, the last comments were true. They can hire, the state can hire anybody they want, and that's one of our issues now is they have such a high turnover rate of personnel here that nobody sticks around long enough to figure out what their job fully are and meet all the training needs to meet the service needs in the contract. And as far as putting our organization back together July 1st, we had a majority of people that have had prior experience working on the coastside, some of those being CAL FIRE employees, and they're coming back to work for us. So the few people that we do have to bring up to speed is not the same issue we've been dealing with since the signing of the contract with CAL FIRE, which is we have new faces constantly, and we're always trying to train them, and so we can meet the service levels specified in the contract.
Thank you. And Mr. McIntosh.
Well, first of all, CAL FIRE can hire anybody it wants. The problem is where do they go once they're hired? There's no way within the CAL FIRE system of putting those people into our local coastside fire district. They go where they're assigned. Second part is, I'm very happy to hear that we're closing 3 stations over the hill, because the number of people that are already signed up for lateral transfers, which means people already working here, who want to come back and continue to work here, takes care of about 2/3 of the department. If we actually have a pool of that many trained firefighters that other departments have already trained and they're county familiar, to be able to hire them at the time they're going to be hiring, that academy is going to be one of the easiest academies that's ever been run.
Thank you.